Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. A very warm and mesmerizing morning to all. I am Halima Zaib Malik from class 7 and today I am here with my presentation and my topic is the transfer of heat. First of all, I am going to tell you what is heat transfer. Heat flowing from a hotter object to a colder object is known as heat transfer. In general, heat transfer describes the flow of heat due to temperature differences and the subsequent temperature distribution and changes. Engineers also consider the transfer of mass of different chemical species, either cold or hot, to achieve heat transfer. While these mechanisms have distinct characteristics, they often occur simultaneously in the same system. The transfer of heat is normally from high temperature object to a lower temperature object. Next, we are going to discuss the different types of heat transfers. The transfer of heat occurs through three different processes, which are conduction, convection, and radiation. Heat is transferred via solid material, that is conduction, liquids and gases, that is convection, and electromagnetic waves, which is radiation. Heat is usually transferred in a combination of these three types and seldomly occurs on its own. Next, we are going to discuss that what is conduction. The process by which heat is transferred from the hotter end to the colder end of an object is known as conduction. In solids, generally heat is transferred by the process of conduction. Conduction is the transfer of heat between substances that are in direct contact with each other. The better the conductor, the more rapidly heat will be transferred. Metal is a good conductor of heat. Conduction occurs when a substance is heated. Particles will gain more energy and vibrate more. These molecules then bump into nearby particles and transfer some of their energy to them. This then continues and passes the energy from the hot end down to the colder end of the substance. Next, what is convection? The mode of warm material that rises, cools off and sinks, again producing a continuous circulation of material, is called convection. In liquids and gases, heat is transferred by the process of convection. Thermal energy is transferred from hot places to cold places by convection. Convection occurs when warmer areas of liquid or gas rise to cooler areas in the liquid or gas. Cooler liquid or gas then takes the place of the warmer area which have risen higher. This results in a continuous circulation pattern. Water boiling in a pan is a good example of these convection currents. Another good example of convection is the atmosphere. The Earth's surface is warmed by the sun, the warm air rises and cool air moves in. Next, what is radiation? Radiation is a method of heat transfer that does not rely upon any contact between the heat source and the heated object. As in the case with conduction and convection, heat can be transmitted through empty space by thermal radiation. No mass is exchanged and no medium is required in the process of radiation. Examples of radiation is the heat from the sun or heat released from the filament of a light bulb. I sincerely appreciate your attention today, and this brings us to the end of my presentation. Thank you so much for your interest and attention. Allah Hafiz.